So, in last week's video, we covered a 6-point checklist for how to prepare for any difficult feedback conversation. Here's the thing though, even if you are fully prepared for your feedback conversation, you've still got the hardest part ahead of you, and that is just getting started. I mean, how do you even approach the person? How do you even let them know that you need to talk to them? What exactly do you say? Hey guys, my name's Hayden Richards. I am an emergency physician, and this is Comms Lab. On this channel, we explore the art and science of communication to help you unlock the power of difficult conversations. So how do we let someone know that we'd like to give them some feedback? To answer this question, I called on two wonderful people, Tania and LeeAnn Renninger. Actually, I actually don't know if they really are that wonderful. Just kind of assumed it because they wrote a pretty awesome book, The Leader Lab. And in their book, they recommend using a skill they call Eliciting the Micro-yes. It might sound something like this. Hey, would you be up for hearing my thoughts on how you performed in that procedure? Or can I give you my feedback on your presentation? Or is now a good time to discuss how that meeting went? Luna and Renninger report that there are two main reasons why the micro-yes is so effective. The first is that it functions as a kind of orienting signpost. So it allows the other person to prepare themselves to receive the feedback. As with any difficult conversation, the principle holds true that you can maximize the psychological safety by minimizing the surprises. Now notice that the question was not, can we have a chat? Or are you free to talk? Without any context or clarity on the topic, these kinds of questions can actually give rise to more anxiety, not less. The second reason the micro-yes is so effective is that it empowers the other person to receive the feedback by signaling that it is a two-way conversation. We're essentially asking their permission to give them feedback. We're giving them control over the situation. So what if instead of getting a micro-yes in response to our question, we get a micro-no? Actually, now's not a good time. Well, it's actually kind of handy to know that they're not going to be receptive to feedback at this time. According to Luna and Renninger, if your goal is to facilitate some kind of behavioral change, which you should be, otherwise, why are you giving the feedback? It's actually a waste of time to give feedback when the other person is not feeling receptive. So how do you respond to the micro-no? Well, you can go for an alternative micro-yes. Hey, no problem. Would you be willing to share with me what might be making it difficult for you to hear feedback at the moment? Or if the feedback is mandatory, hey, no problem. When would be a better time? And if it's time critical, hey, look, I'm just keen for us to discuss the interaction that you had with Max in this morning's meeting, while the details are still kind of fresh in our minds. When would work well for you over the next couple of days? Just one last thing, don't overdo it. Hey, can I ask you something? Yes. Do you like water? Yes. Do you like cold water? Yes. Do you like to drink cold water on a hot summer's day? What do you want from me? If you're going to elicit a micro-yes, just do it once. Otherwise, your conversation partner might start to get the feeling that you're trying to trick them into something. In cases where your micro-yes just isn't working, you might actually be better off switching to a no-oriented question. No-oriented questions? Yeah, we'll get to that in another video. Another video. That's right, Chris. I make a new video like this every week, so if you're someone who has to have difficult conversations of any kind, and you'd like a reliable way to build your skills in this area over time, why not subscribe to the channel? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.